Navigating distribution, master profits, and marketing in the three-tier system.
Master Distiller and Rabbi Ben Tarabello of Tarabello Distillery, CEO of ttbmath.com, the software that is your best friend, doing everything for you from the ERP, product intake, letting you know when you're out of stock, through compliance and point of sale, sales, e-commerce, the works. But best of all, you know who to reach out to. He's very available. Yours truly, with all questions. Let's get at it. The distribution that doesn't destroy your margins. You've all tried distributors. They've all promised the world, and they've all delivered a blank, or shall we say, a blank bank account, or even in the red. It's a disaster, and it's terrible, and it really hurts, because you went home and you told your wife, honey, I signed the deal. But there's no money in the account a month later, and your warehouse is empty. And there's multiple reasons why this happens. Number one is we're hostage to the three-tier system, the B. Now, the B was supposed to help you. The distribution was meant to prevent a monopoly. It hasn't. It's monopolized, and it's against you. And it took you time to find a distributor that won't work against you, that you hope you can trust. However, even after all negotiations and everything, and you've gotten them down to what you would consider a decent price, you got an email that said, can you co-op advertising with me, right? I mean, can you also help pay for the advertisement of your product? Okay, chisel, chisel. Guess what? What do? We need a promotional discount. Things are going slow. Chisel, chisel. We forgot to mention you have to pay for freight and shipping costs. Chisel, chisel. Things are really not working out what you thought it was. You were out of stock? Forget it. No more in any of my liquor stores. That's just like what happens anyways. And that's very possible even in the stores where you had to pay to be put on the shelves. Not common, but it happens. It's called slotting fees. I don't know who makes the money off that. Is it the distributor? Is it the store? Whatever. So you gotta be really careful because there's a lot of tricks and trades. I mean, the returns are coming back fast and furious, and now you gotta fork back over the money that's not in the bank account. Whew, this is tough. So when do you actually do distribution? You got to know that you're big enough through your DTC, your direct to consumers, is maximized. So your tasting room is full. Okay, your wine club subscription using ttbmath.com. And by the way, if you're not subscribed to this channel yet, you need to subscribe. Your club membership is quite busy, okay? You got a lot of subscribers in all the tiers. And then where you could ship to, you're getting orders from. At that point, you know you have a demand. And these guys, this group, whether they're ordering online, whether they're coming to, they might look for your product in stores. But why would you ship to California if your neighbor next door hasn't bought a bottle? The math isn't there. Okay, it's just not there. The next thing is you got to know what the distributors want. Specific SKUs for distribution. The reason for that, and not what you sell in store, is because they make you sign often enough that you won't compete. Ooh, that's a problem because that's not where your revenue stream's coming from. Okay, that's one. Another one is you can price point it accordingly for the three-tier system. You're going to charge more, and you're not competing with the actual product you sell in store. It's a different product. You essentially need to design a product just for distribution. Let's cut it like that, and not what you sell in store. You can volumize it. So in your liquor shop, in your distillery, winery, brewery, you don't need volume, you need margins. Distributors need volume. Their money, their game is volume. It just crates, pallets, the one or two off gets lost in the mix so that you can focus for them. They don't want high cost products that don't get them even higher markups, okay? So if you're giving them a $100 product, even if they usually mark up 30%, since it sells slower, they're going to want a higher markup, which just makes it rocket higher in price. They also don't want to hear from you that you should pay them early, okay? They're going to pay you at 30, 60 days. If you're going to bother them, forget about it. They don't want the headache. Next step is be available for them. Get to know them. Make sure the contract is in your liking. It works for you. Don't sign if it doesn't work for you. They're going to promise the world. Anything that they tell you that's not in the contract, they never told you, okay? Make sure the guy's honest and see what they're distributing. If there's something exactly like yours, you got to ask yourself, will yours get any attention? Okay? It's just not going to happen. Is a sales team? Can you meet with them? Can you explain to them what you are? Look, the easiest pick-off is a sales team. If you can meet with them and get them to sell, they can actually represent your product. Give them a bottle. Come on, don't be dumb. If the sales team is not consistent and like they disappear by the month and you keep it turning over, chances are this is a no-go, this company. Okay? Do they market? Do they give you support? on your product. If it's a no and the glorified UPS company, you got to really understand you're going to be doing the marketing. That's a tough call. Okay, they're not a partner in that case. No matter how many products they have, you got to realize you're doing the advertising. You're picking up with a tab on that. There's so much that you're going to be holding the bag on. Because remember, stop with the fancy gimmicks and names. You should just recognize they are just being UPS, FedEx, or worse. Because they might drop the bottles, not have insurance, and then you're covering the cost in that. And one case really chews at your margins, okay? It does. It's harsh. It's reality. It's really uncomfortable, the truth. And once you cross the numbers, you now understand why your wife wants to know why there's no money in the account after you were so excited. You let bottles get returned, bottles crack, you paid for the marketing, you gave promotional discounts, you gave tasting bottles. Before you know it, really, really bankrupting you. And that is where TT Math calculations, our software, can help you out. So sign up today. We have a 14-day free trial. No credit card needed. You will absolutely love the software. You don't like it, walk away. That hasn't happened yet. And we'll see you all tomorrow.